Sucking on my own dick, yeah, you know I'm sucking on my own dick. Sucking on my dick, everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our own dicks, everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our dicks, yeah, you know I'm sucking on my penis. Sucking on my
All right,
dick,
we're
my
recording.
penis is food.
Yeah, awesome intro.
Yeah, well, normally I yell. I go like, woo, or
Woo, baby.
I say the number of the episode. People like all these things,
Yeah.
but I'm so fucking bad at Zoom. And like,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
this
yeah.
shit. Luckily, I think LowRes will be more competent than Lemaire at
Oh, he's already way more competent than LowRes. We should say our guest this week is LowRes Wunderbred. If you want
How's it going, folks? Hi, hello. It's nice to be on the show.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Now I'm pumped to have you on. I've genuine. It's funny. I was telling, I think I've been a fan of your stuff. I think since before I moved to LA, because I was talking about this with our friend Tom the other day. I think the first thing I saw that you did was the Designing Women sketch.
Oh wow, that's way back. I don't even
Yeah,
think that's on YouTube anymore. Jeez.
Did you delete it from your channel or something?
No. What we've been doing lately, because we have the sketch series Comfort Systems, is we've been going back and we'll take like the older sketches and just kind of repurpose them in the series so they have more use, I guess.
Yeah, that makes
and
sense.
also eats up time. Like we spend, it's the same production value all throughout. So it's like, why not just plop it in there if it fits a theme or something like that? So
Yeah.
it'll resurface eventually if it's not on the channel now, but it might be on the channel. I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny because your aesthetic has been like. I'm sorry, I don't mean to just like dive in.
No, of course. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's something that I really admire about everything you guys have put out is like your aesthetic has been like remarkably consistent since the beginning, which I guess is why you're able to so like seamlessly just like put it into repurpose it for Comfort Systems.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't like ventured too far off as far as like the comedy stylings or the editing really. I've upgraded my gear since then, so it's a little slicker. We can render out videos at a faster rate. But I mean, that's about it. I've been exploring with different things with Comfort Systems just to kind of to get a feel for certain editing styles and techniques before doing anything serious, which is currently something that I am involved in. Where we've been shooting this movie for probably about 4 months on and off now, and we were supposed to go to Manchester, New Hampshire to like wrap it up. And then we found out the week of the shoot, when my buddy already bought a fucking plane ticket to go to Mass from Texas, that there are no buses or trains going to Manchester, New Hampshire, and nobody has a car. Nobody has an active license either. So we got to figure this situation
Nobody
out.
in
within
New
the next-
Hampshire has a car.
No.
Was that because of COVID? They just like it shut everything down.
Yeah, I guess so. There's like one listing for like a really cheap, terrible bus to New Hampshire. And when you try to check out a ticket, the website dies on you. It's
Oh
all
my fucking god!
yeah.
I'm imagining it goes to like you remember those pop-ups that would say like you are being reported to the FBI. Child porn has been installed on your computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you try to buy a bus ticket to New Hampshire, you have to like call a guy and like send like $60,000 in a fucking cashier's check.
You have to like convert dollars to yen to Bitcoin,
Right.
and then just ask nicely.
I mean, that's where they caught recently Ghislaine Maxwell. So I don't know. You might be onto something with the
Yeah,
pedophilia
dude.
with the child
Have you
porn.
been following that? Man, I got to tell you, the other night I had I took too much acid. I think probably for the last time in my life. But the way that I spent my night tripping was I watched like 5 hours of like Ghislaine Maxwell and Prince Andrew videos. This was the night before the 4th of July. So there were also fireworks going off. Because I'm in East LA, there were fireworks going off until like 4 a.m. And so I'm just hearing like what I think are like, like the sounds of like war and just watch. I think I watched the Prince Andrew interview like 4 times.
I'm just imagining White Rabbit playing as like we zoom in on the computer screen and then zoom in on your huge pupils.
Dude, it was unbelievable. But that guy, I mean, like, look, have you been following? Do you think that she's gonna? What do you think's gonna happen to her?
I really don't know. I was talking about this, just like spitballing ideas back and forth as to like why they even caught her to begin with. I feel I'm of the mind that this is all theater, that this is all
Yeah.
staged, and I don't know. It's either a killer or she'll give up some really like C tier names. Like I tweeted out like Charlie Sheen is going down because that's the name that Corey Feldman always outs is Charlie Sheen. Somebody
Right.
nobody has cared about since 2012.
Right.
Yeah.
So you might see some names like that probably already have a heads up and maybe have fled the country and we don't even know about it yet. I don't know. I don't think this is going to go anywhere. I don't have any hopes for it. I think Epstein getting offed in his jail cell is probably about as exciting as it will ever get with this story.
Damn. Dude, I remember that day too. That was like the most alive I've felt in a long time. The morning that Epstein died.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I slept until like 3 and I wake up to 100 texts from Nick.
Yeah.
Like, wake up, it's Christmas. No, but
I think that confirmed everything for everyone, Pizzagate related,
Absolutely.
Epstein, all the most like fringe theories you ever had about all the child trafficking stuff in Hollywood and the elites, all of a sudden became like, wow, okay, that's real. That's real, 100%.
Yeah, dude, it's funny. I remember I moved to LA. I've talked to this before. Like, I moved to LA and like, I consider myself like pretty left, but then you get out here and people are like, "What are you, a Republican?" Right? Like, and I got like, I flipped out the first week that I was here. I got really into Pizzagate, and everybody thought that I had like defected to being like, like a neo-Nazi. And now, fuck, it's like,
I had that happen twice because I went from rural PA to Philly, and then I kind of acclimated.
Right.
It's like when you get a new fish and you have to like put it in the bag in the water.
yeah, right.
And then I went Philly to LA and it happened all over again. And I'm like, fuck, I'm a monster again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought I was woke.
Yeah.
but yeah,
As
man,
it turns
it's-
out, they were on the right side of history. Turned
The
out.
whole time.
Yeah. So I don't have any expectations for this. I would be very surprised if we saw like her naming Clinton or Trump or whoever it might be.
I want
Yeah.
Spielberg.
Well, I just started reading the news again because I'm unemployed, so I don't need Reddit. Because the only reason I was on Reddit was because, like, well, what else am I going to do at work?
Yeah.
So now that I'm unemployed, I deleted it, and I've just been reading the news, and it's wild. Like,
Yeah, dude.
no, like, the news does not care about pedophiles at all. And that was entirely what was coming
Well,
across my desk before.
The New York Post does.
The New York
and
Post
only
does.
the only reliable
Yeah.
newspaper, the New York Post.
Yeah, but like I just downloaded the AP app, and every article is like, Ghislaine Maxwell, longtime confidant of pedophile Jeffrey Epstein, who killed himself last year.
Right.
And I'm
Yeah.
just screaming and throwing my phone.
It's like that's not what happened at all. Dude, I need I don't know how it's going to happen because it seems too far removed, but I have so much money and also like social currency riding on Spielberg being outed as a pedophile.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really the only like if the cabal continues but he goes down, I think I'll be happy. I
Yeah.
don't know if it'll happen.
Well, what's the evidence with that? I mean, we know that there's some weird stuff with Heather O'Rourke, right? I mean, now he's not responsible for her death, but I mean, giving her a career to begin with, just approaching children in like the waiting room of a doctor's office is strange enough.
Is that how he Wait, is that how he
I'm
cast her?
fairly certain.
I thought it was a restaurant, but that's way funnier if he's just like sitting alone in a pediatrician's waiting room.
Yeah.
He comes up
might
from
have
behind a door.
the details might be mixed up, but it's generally the same idea. He's approaching children in places where nobody should be approaching children.
right.
So you're,
And then-
you're at a pediatrician's office. You get led away from your mom into the doctor's office, and then instead of the doctor coming in, it's Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, have you ever Google any picture of Steven Spielberg with child actors? He always looks like he's not going to give them back.
Yeah.
He looks like he has like a very tight grip
It
on
has
them.
a real
Yeah.
Biden vibe to those pictures.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. And so we know that, and we also have, insight into his adopted daughter's stability, which maybe she was damaged goods to begin with before the adoption, but she's got BPD, borderline personality
Ooh.
disorder, and the way that you get that is from sexual abuse as a child.
Yeah.
So there's something to that, in my opinion. But again, you don't know where you're getting your kid from when you show up at the orphanage. It could have been who knows.
I've been looking at me and Bae have been talking about getting a dog, and I've been looking at shelter dogs A lot of these dogs belong in that shelter.
Jesus Christ, man.
There's some rough-looking dogs on that.
Yeah,
None
you
of them
wanna-
have eyes.
That is a thing. People actually kind of go crazy for dogs without eyes. I
Did
follow
we lose
like
LowRes?
oh, did we? Oh, buddy. No,
Oh,
he's here. I
he's
think his
back.
video
Oh,
just
okay.
froze.
I'm here. Yeah, you guys cut out for a second there.
Okay.
But,
Oh, okay. Well,
Alright.
Everything's
it'll be fine on
normal
our
now.
end.
Yeah, these dogs, like it's all giant dogs. I assume it's with kids. Like the larger the kid is, the less you want him. It's just a towering kid, and everyone's like, "Well, I have a small apartment. I don't think I can have. I don't think I can have that running around fucking up the floorboards."
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the dogs, it's either giant dogs, or it's like this little Shih Tzu with no eyes, and they have to give it like they have to put a hula hoop around its head so that it doesn't bump into shit.
Holy shit, dude. I follow like 5 different Instagram accounts of dogs without eyes.
These dogs, they gotta have eyes.
Yeah.
Look, rule 1. You're gonna be a dog. Have some eyes.
It's funny, Michaela Spielberg, I was just I mean, I just like to check in on Pornhub occasionally. I'm not currently not a baiting man, but I do
yeah.
I like to see I just want to make sure that I'm up to date with what kind of videos are being released. And her video, like one of her like OnlyFans videos was like on the front page. I was like, God damn, dude. Just I'll be honest. Outside of the appeal of knowing that you're jacking off to Steve, it's not even Spielberg's flesh and blood. I don't really get what people find attractive about her. I mean, maybe this might be a weird area to go into, but I'm just like,
Yeah, I haven't. Let's go ahead and so molested billionaire children, hot or not?
not hot.
Oh boy. And it seems like she has a type. Her type seems to be older white men, from
Yeah.
at least what I read in the article. Like her boyfriend is like a 55-year-old fisherman from Florida.
Yes,
Very.
you have this
very
down
peculiar.
pat. Yes, that's it exactly. Well, yeah,
It's like Matthew McConaughey's character in The Beach Bum. That's really what she's going for.
That's gotta be a sick life.
Well, she was like the last I saw, she was like selling like bracelets or something to like support herself on Instagram like that, which, you know, sure.
I mean,
So-
what you start the OnlyFans? Did she get cut off or like?
No, I don't know. I don't know what stance the Spielbergs have taken on Michaela's new career path, but
So
It'd be funny
when
if her new boyfriend was a director. She's just, for some reason, I like elderly Jewish directors.
I believe Spielberg offered her money to like cover for her apartment or something. She's trying to be independent though, and this is her path. She said her parents were very supportive of her career, but
there's no fucking way,
imagine.
dude. There's no way.
she should team up with Lawrence Fishburne's daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, I
agree.
do. Is she hot? I know that story. I don't think I've ever seen. Also, isn't that story like 20 years old? Like when did
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne's daughter go into porn?
That was a long
was-
time ago, but wasn't that? It was supposed to be like a celebrity sex tape thing, but it just didn't land.
It didn't pan out. So then you got to keep.
She's
that-
like, "Ah, fuck. Well, I guess I'm just a porn star."
Yeah, that's a mighty gamble, the celebrity sex tape, to hope that it makes you a celebrity.
Yeah, I'm waiting until we get like 1,000 more listeners, and then I'm gonna drop mine.
Yeah.
That was a big thing for the aughts. I mean, we had, Kardashian's the obvious one, but I think there were things like Danny Bonaducci and company also putting out tapes over the years.
Oh fuck, I do remember that
It's
now.
Screech.
Screech, yes, Screech is
Screech Fox.
another big name.
Did he do something with shit? Who
I
had
would
the
hope
Dirty
not.
Sanchez sex tape?
Dirty Sanchez, like Will Ferrell's production company.
No, that's Gary Sanchez. No, isn't the Dirty
I was
Sanchez?
very confused.
No, yeah. Adam
just
McKay
John
produced.
C. Riley getting fucked.
I thought that there were. I thought it was Screech. I thought that there was some celebrity who had like, who had like shit play in his sex tape. Maybe it wasn't Dustin Diamond.
That's a bold play.
Yeah, I remember. I'm pretty sure Dustin Diamond did did Magooby's Joke House.
No, I think his last show didn't he? He stabbed a guy, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
that was it. Yeah, he
His
got into a
last-
bar fight or something.
He stabbed a guy and then like managed. He made bail, so then he like continued his tour for a little bit afterwards, and he did his final show at Stitches in Lancaster, PA, and then went to prison like shortly afterwards.
Holy shit, dude, that's so fucking funny.
I would have loved to MC for like about to go to prison forever.
I mean,
Screech.
what? That's an incredible grind, dude. To finish the tour, to post bail, and go right to the fucking haha club.
Go right to the comedy club that the only other acts who play there are comedy magicians. There'll always be like different touring groups called like the Goodfellas of comedy, and
Hell
it's
yeah.
like a bunch of old Jersey guys, and then Rich Voss twice a year. That's all who plays at Stitches.
You guys should get Rich Voss on here.
Oh yeah,
Dude, we might reach. I've been thinking about reaching out to Joe Matarese because he's been posting. Do you follow Joe Matarese on Facebook?
I followed Joe Matarese coverage through a mutual friend of ours, Brendan, Red Bar.
oh yeah.
Mike
Friend of the
David.
show, Red Bar.
Yes. That's about how I follow maybe 70% of modern comedians is through whatever Red Bar says.
Yeah, dude, Joe Matarese, he's like so desperate. Like today, he just posted. He's clearly just like methed out on Adderall, like on a beach somewhere. He's like, if anybody would like a comedy mentor, text me directly at my phone number, my cell phone
God.
number, and I'll be happy to give you advice and tips. And so like I have his phone. I text him like once every 3 months and call him a dumb wop, and he'll get back to me 8 hours later, like, hey, thanks. He'll text me at like 3 a.m.
Didn't you say like that sometimes he'll go live on Facebook and you're the only viewer?
I'm the only one watching.
Wow.
That rules.
Do you think he just feels completely redundant because of Sebastian Maniscalco being like the
absolutely.
definitive Italian comedian right now? He's getting jobs with Scorsese and The Irishman. He's got hit specials, and then you have Joe Matarese, one viewer on Facebook, and it's you.
Steep drop off to
No.
the number 2 Italian comedian in America.
Yeah, dude, you
Yeah.
still got the number one Tony Soprano impression.
Yeah.
He might have got bumped down to number 3. I mean, we do this stream from time to time called Civic TV at like 3 a.m. on Twitch when nobody has anything going on. There's like 4 viewers on there. And then there was this guy, this Italian comedian who like blew up on Facebook for maybe a week, who was ranting about, I think, the police or something. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? His
No.
name isn't coming to mind at the moment. But this guy
For
was
or
very,
against?
very popular. I think it was. I don't even recall. It was just a lot of rambling. He was huffing and puffing a lot. He's got this shtick that's not dissimilar from Matarese or Sebastian Maniscalco, and he's done maybe 100 videos like this over the years. He's got a fairly popular YouTube channel, but this was
Oh, is it
one
Vic
video.
Dibba? Is it the?
That's it. Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Vic something. Yeah. Vic.
Yeah.
Vic DeBona, I believe.
Something like Dibitetto or something like that.
Yeah. This guy. So he's insufferable as well. I can't stand that man.
We got to get Italians out of comedy.
Dude, I love how much. Can I say something? Like right before we got in the call, I sent LowRes a message. He's online because he just posted a picture just shitting on Ben Affleck. Like,
Yeah.
Can I tell you, your pettiness online is genuinely refreshing. like it really makes me fucking laugh.
Give no one slack.
Yeah, none at all.
No slack for anyone.
Oh, I think we lost you again.
yeah. We'll get him back.
We'll edit this.
No, we're not gonna edit this.
Oh, but I think we lost you if you said something. I don't know.
Yeah, you just cut out when I was receiving a compliment. That's very unfortunate.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, on Twitter, people have been posting these pictures of Ben Affleck and that girl from Blade Runner. It's like, oh, he loves this Dunkin'. He loves Dunkin' Donuts. And what's really just revolting to me is, I mean, look at the amount of cream and probably sugar that's weighing that down in each cup of Dunkin'. It's like people want to know why he looks so out of shape.
Mm-hmm.
They think it's the alcohol. No, it's the amount of cream in every cup of coffee he orders from Dunkin'. It's fucking
Well,
disgusting.
he got that peacock tattoo, right?
No, it's a phoenix.
A phoenix, yeah.
Phoenix.
Well, I mean, that's a viable strategy if you get a tattoo so fucking bad, and then you're like, well, I'll just gain 100 pounds and people will stop talking about it.
Yeah, dude.
I'll just create something else glaringly worse about my appearance.
Well, I mean, do you think that there's like, it's funny, man, because like we know that like actors don't really sell movies anymore, and I've liked seeing a lot of these guys just lean into being fucking slobs. Like the Russell Crowe transformation is inspiring. The fact that that guy weighs like what 300 pounds now.
He has Jonah Hill's body now. If you've seen him on the set, he's got a gut that's like a bowling ball. It's unbelievable what he transformed into. I really admire it personally.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude.
Yeah. See, if you could break into the industry looking like that would be great news for me.
Yeah, exactly.
But you have to like spend 10 years as like a heartthrob and then just fall off.
Well, it's because when I
Yeah.
saw him in The Nice Guys, I was like, oh, I wonder if he did this for the role. Like, and then like every movie after, he's just ballooning further and further out. He's absolutely disgusting.
It looks deeply uncomfortable. It's so unnatural to him too, and you can see that it's just so round. I've never seen a rounder man before. Like I just referenced Jonah Hill, but Jonah Hill was never round like that. He was more like, I don't even know what kind of shape that is,
Right.
But
It's
it's just
like Moneyball Jonah Hill is the kind of fat that I am, where when you're sitting down, you're somehow 3 times fatter.
Right.
Like you're fat the rest of the time, for sure.
It comes up around your neck.
Yeah.
It rises around you like dough.
Yeah, especially like I had this futon briefly, so you're sitting like on the floor, just all crunched up, and I believe Nick just took a picture of my
Yeah. I would
You're just fascinated from a science perspective.
I would take pictures of you from different angles to like show you like how like it didn't, because your
You're
thing
like
was
Brendan has to know what this looks like. to
well,
me.
because you would look at yourself in the mirror and you'd be like, I don't look that bad, and so I would like snap pictures from like like your profile and stuff. And then, like,
well, I can't let Brendan walk around thinking that this is okay.
yeah, because you looked genuinely strange. I mean, like it would startle me when I walked in the door.
My girlfriend has like big mirrors on her closet door, and ooh boy, do I wish she didn't.
oh boy.
It's just a rough like catch yourself like ugh. Just like I'm fortunate to, except for in her bedroom, never have to see what I look like lying down.
Right. Yeah. Holy fuck.
It's not an ideal position for me.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. Yeah, dude. I want to do like a Lost Highway thing where I just start like mailing you tapes of yourself sleeping, and you're just like, oh god.
But it's just me like sitting in chairs.
And
Like
CERN
just
trolling
different chairs
IRL.
I don't remember sitting in. It's like an Edwardian like hand carved chair, and I'm just
Right. Did you lose us for a sec?
No, I'm still here. I'm
Oh no, I
I'm
thought
enjoying
you said that you lost us.
Oh no. We're good.
We'll leave all this in. We always do.
yeah.
We've gotten by somehow on doing like no editing whatsoever since the inception of this podcast.
Well, I mean,
That's outstanding.
my theory on it has always been that like if we started editing, if we set any standard for what needs to be edited, then we would need to edit like 70% of it out.
We would delete the podcast.
Yeah, we would delete it. So just, I mean, our new strategy coming up soon is just every 50 episodes purge the previous 50 forever.
Right. Which has been working so far.
Yeah. Just hope we never get an opportunity where someone would look backwards.
Well, you know what's we're not. I think that nobody's gonna. This is actually part of why I like low-res's stuff so much, because I don't know, man. Guys like us aren't gonna get an opportunity from the industry. You know, oh, we lost him again. He's frozen again. It's like every time I compliment him, we lose the connection.
We lose the dang connection.
I'm gonna wait. All right, go you back.
I'm sorry that I'm using my mom's DSL internet today for this show.
okay.
This is
That's
really
no sweat. It happens every time I go to compliment you for some reason.
Oh.
No, but
So we'll stop doing that.
yeah, we'll stop doing that. But what I was saying is like part of the reason why I like your stuff so much is because you strike me as one of these guys who is just like you're just gonna do it yourself on your own terms, which is something that I think that like more people need to get accustomed to.
So for a period of time, there was kind of like a flirtation where me and my guys, we might get into like the industry, we might do something corporate, and then the person that kind of laid out that bridge to us got Me Too'd, and so that's done and over with. So I've just kind of resigned myself to the fact that that's never going to, or it's very unlikely to happen in this current climate. So I'm at a point where I'm just like, fuck it, you know. We're just gonna keep like revving things up as we put things out until YouTube is gone.
I'm not gonna say who it is. It who I think it is? Is it like the recent like?
Probably. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
It's Jeffrey Epstein. Yes.
Little St. James is a great location, dude. You can get a lot of cool shots on that island.
Yeah.
Okay, wow, that's wild. I did
That would be
not know
sick.
that.
Like, I know it wasn't a drone, but I'm imagining like the like cable line shot from Apocalypto, where it's like a drone shot outward of like a man on a waterfall, and then you can just see a painting of Bill Clinton through a window.
be sick.
It's like Bill Clinton sucking himself off or something. The man, look, Jeffrey Epstein, say what you want about him. He had good taste in art.
He had amazing taste in art. Yeah, man. You know, my friend Ben actually he helped hang a bunch of art like in Podesta's house. Ben,
Really?
yeah, but maybe I probably should.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The creepy artwork.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like the children, like I think isn't there one of like Jeffrey Dahmer's victims? There's like a sculpture of like the decapitated, something like that. Yeah.
There's got to be like, are you just looking up movers from the phone book? There's got to be some kind of like.
Well, no, it's because I'm not gonna say his name anymore. It's because he's part of like a weird like art collective. So I guess that like.
Oh, okay.
That like. I don't know how honestly. But he said that he and his brother helped hang a bunch of the art in Podesta's house. And this was also weirdly like in
Very
defense
bizarre
of Podesta.
anecdote to have. Yeah, I mean, all that artwork looks like, you know, the original Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The illustrations from that, but with just like children looking horrified and being abused.
Yes, dude.
Imagine filling your house up with that and then expecting people to think you're just normal. You know?
Yeah. One thing that I love to do is have someone paint my crimes.
Yeah. Well, it's insane to see somebody's house full of pictures that are just abused children and be like, but that doesn't tell you anything about his character. It doesn't. How could that be indicative at all of his tastes?
It's like the reveal in Death of a Funeral where like they figure out the dad was gay and then it pans around the room to all the gay art. It's that, but with just like splayed children.
Right. Jesus Christ.
I would probably give somebody more of a pass if they were like a weirdo, like a Tim Burton. Actually, no, that would seem really bad as well. Tim Burton's made a bunch of family films, and it's always like dark. I mean, I don't know what I'm saying here, but John Podesta, you know,
Tim Burton's aesthetic for like satanic Pizzagate art would be incredible.
Oh yeah, dude.
it's not difficult to imagine. You know, I've secretly in my head, I've never voiced this aloud before. I think there's something going on with Tim Burton personally because he worked with Paul Rubens, he worked with Jeffrey Jones, he worked with
True.
probably some other people. I don't know. There might be something there. Who knows? I mean, Bryan Singer and Kevin Spacey. He's got a whole ring of folks.
That's true. I mean, I'm hesitant to fucking throw Paul Rubens onto the fire because the man did what he was supposed to be doing in that theater, dude.
Yeah.
That felt like a sting operation.
That was unjust. He was just being a man. You know, I'm talking more. You know, he had some magazines that Michael Jackson also owned from like the 1920s of men and boys going for a swim or something like that.
Oh, I didn't know that at all.
He got caught in like the early aughts with that, and I believe he got cleared for it. But still, unusual stuff.
In my opinion, men and boys should not be going for a swim.
Yeah,
So.
dude.
Very anti-swimming show.
I just noticed you're drinking a superior Dunkin' Donuts drink to flex on Ben Affleck.
It inspired me. I went for a cup of Joe. Yes. I was going somewhere. Okay. So I want to get you guys' opinion on your guys' opinion on the whole satanic element to the whole Pizzagate, etc., or pedogate stuff. Because this is the thing that I can't really reason with or wrap my head around. Is like, okay, people are very sick and abusive weirdos. Okay, logical to a degree, but what's with the cult aspect to this, where they're worshiping the goat demon and they got like satanic medallions and this and like, what do you think that is?
Well, it's because that's outside of pedogate as well. I mean, like we've all seen the Alex Jones. I know that everybody listening to this has seen the Alex Jones video of Moloch spitting fire at Bohemian Grove, and like
The way that can I just
go ahead.
interject real quick? The way that I found out about that is I It was back when I lived in Philly, and it was like when I was at my worst like mental health era, and I was just walking around South Philly, and someone had spray painted Google Bohemian Grove on a wall. It was my eyes wide shut.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I was like, oh, it appears I have stumbled into something.
Well, so I mean, I just thought that like the satanic imagery and sex, like, doesn't that all go back to like Aleister Crowley, like him like having like those, because I thought that it was kind of like he was obviously like a very sexual guy, and it was all tied into like that. I don't know if it's even like explicitly like, I guess it is explicitly satanic. But I guess I figured those always just like went hand in hand. I don't know. It's hard to. There's so little that I actually know that it's hard to draw a line from like A to B to like how we got here. But dude, these secret societies do like weird shit all the time. Whether it's like Skull and Bones in your neck of the woods, or fucking or like those weird. Did you ever read? There was like that. I think it was a New York article about like there was some private party at some restaurant like upstairs in New York. There was a bunch of like Republican lawmakers, and like they were all like dressed in drag, like putting on a show, and like the reporter like infiltrated.
I
Do you remember
vaguely heard
this?
about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that stuff is like I feel like a lot of the satanic stuff and like that kind of stuff, I think it might be like fraternity hazing.
Yeah, but
like it kind of feels like I mean the same way like Skull and Bones, it's like, I mean, there's a couple possibilities. Either Satanism is real and these people are tapping into some sort of occult thing.
Sure.
Unlikely. They believe it's real, but it's not, and that they're doing that, which I also am more skeptical about. Or it's like cosplay and like initiation rituals and hazing and stuff.
yeah, I don't know. I also like. It's funny, man. Do you like? I also wonder if there is something like when you get these people, like, these like megalo I can't say, you know what word I'm trying to say.
Megalomania.
Megalomaniacal, powerful people.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're a billionaire, you probably do believe that you're a living god.
That you're one of the men shaping the world.
Because otherwise you'd give the money away.
Right.
You have to, on some level, believe like that you're somehow divinely appointed to have this power.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd feel bad.
The bliss of evil, dude.
Yeah.
It feels good to do bad things and get away with it. Like at a certain point, anyway, we've gotten way off tack of like why the imagery is satanic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
I don't know.
I think they like having an aesthetic. It's the same as like same as like Twitter girls like, oh, I'm gonna have blue lipstick
Right.
to show that I believe these sets of things.
I think it could be something like, you know, if you're somebody like Jeffrey Epstein, where you have, you know, amounted to so much wealth and you have so much power and control, you got to look to something that maybe is above yourself. And so maybe you become more invested in these ideas. I don't know if it's necessarily strictly just a hazing thing, because you take a look at his apartment or something and you do see satanic imagery that's just like decorated around the house. Or Ghislaine's house or apartment or something along those lines. And then there's also just like weird, unrelated stuff with satanic imagery and powerful people that's not necessarily related to like Pedogate or Pizzagate. Like, have you guys seen that statue at STEM?
Yeah.
No.
Well, there was more than a statue, right? There was also like a mock satanic ritual.
Yeah, there was.
Oh, yeah.
That they dismissed. It's funny because like the article that they or the statement that they released dismissing it, it's like a paragraph long. They're like, it was a hazing ritual. We've decided that it was not good to do that, and everybody's been admonished. It's like, could we have their names? Could we talk to the girl who they sacrificed? Like,
Yeah, I mean, between that and I know that you were saying like your buddy said that it was probably like fake or entrapment or whatever, but between that and like the Satanists in the military leaking documents, it's like we're like people are trying to make doom happen.
right. That was Popular Front who tipped me off to that. I was listening to that episode. Yeah.
There's some weird like Nazi cults that also infuse Satanism for some reason. And yeah, Jake Hanrahan at Popular Front, he investigates all that stuff and reports on it. He's very good at what he does.
Yeah, dude.
I can't reason with that either. That seems totally bizarre to me. But I don't know. I don't know. The STEM thing is weird. Like, imagine like these are scientists, right? I'm pushing 30. I can hardly make plans to, meet with friends of mine that I've known for 15 years, let alone attend a ritual and do a mock sacrifice. I don't even want to go to people's birthday parties,
Yeah, I mean they're scientists. They got to be up in the morning. They got to go to the lab.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. They're scientists. Jesus Christ.
Yes. This is 2 a.m. They're all going to work in cloaks to do a mock sacrifice. I don't know. A little weird. It's strange.
Where are you hanging your cloak?
Exactly. How did they? They all have clothes.
You gotta get blood on it. Like, is there some dry cleaner near there? They're like, oh, cloak. All right, yeah. Well, Tuesday.
Yeah, dude, this is where like it's funny, man. This is where like I've had to like stop my intake of this stuff because if I'll become a QAnon person so quickly if I'm not careful.
Yeah. It's very easy to get wrapped up in these things and suddenly just fall into the Owen Benjamin trap of losing your mind and like building an existence around this and just moving to the country to raise goats so you can support your live streaming talking about
Enemy
things.
of the cast, Owen Benjamin.
Yeah, famously an enemy of this podcast.
Have you guys got bad blood with Owen Benjamin?
Not me.
He sexually assaulted me.
Oh.
He picked me up in his giant arms and tried to put his tongue in my mouth in
give you a
front of
big
an
kiss.
audience who was on stage.
Yeah, he's a fucking weird guy, dude.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video of him looking for the $20 bill?
No, I haven't.
This
seen
rule.
this.
Someone they sent him a letter, and
So
I guess
funny.
he like opens mail on stream. So they sent him a letter like praising him and saying like, and that's why I included a $20 bill in here to support your content. But there was no $20 bill. And Owen Benjamin he gets on his knees and he starts looking around for it on stream.
Wow. He had such a very interesting trajectory where, one day he's on Joe Rogan, he's friends with Joe Rogan. Then he pops on an episode of Joe Rogan with, what's his name? Kurt something.
Metzger.
Yeah.
Kurt Metzger, who looks like he's on speed on that episode.
Yeah.
Owen Benjamin didn't do anything wrong on that episode. It was all Kurt Metzger acting up. And then suddenly this creates a rift between Joe and Owen Benjamin. And Owen Benjamin is, volatile towards people he, defriends. We'll term it that way. And now he's just that he's like Varg Vikernes from fucking Burzum now on
Holy
YouTube.
shit. That's a very astute comparison. Well, it's like, dude, he had such a fall from grace because like he, as he reminded you during that show, used to fuck Christina Ricci.
Oh yeah. So I've met Owen Benjamin twice. I've opened for him twice. And both times within 10 minutes of meeting him, he started talking about how he fucked Christina Ricci.
Wow.
So I'm like, he must tell every opener this.
Were they married or were they just in a movie together?
No.
I think they were
I think you're right. They were married. I believe they were married and like with each other for a while. So that's a weird thing to say to anybody.
Yeah, it's funny. Like,
Yeah.
they were like, they were married. And he's like, I fucked her.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that was sick. So it was in this theater doesn't exist anymore, so I can say whatever I want. We're in the back of Good Comedy Theater.
This was at Good?
Yeah, this was at Good.
Wow.
Which, like,
Famously, they banned Shane Gillis, but they hosted Owen Benjamin.
yeah, they I think Shane was even banned before this happened.
Jesus
but like,
Christ.
I mean, it's like any of those places. They ban whoever they can on a local level, and then if someone is like a name, then they're like, oh, drop in then, and actually you're okay.
Right.
So in the background, this showcase, Owen Benjamin just drops in blackout drunk, and he's in the back, and he has like Lemaire cornered, our buddy. He has Lemaire cornered, and he's like, if you want to be a comedian, you got to be like a black guy, but like a real black guy, not like you are. Lemaire's just like, and he's like, man, I love Trump so much, like burping.
Hell yes. Holy shit.
Speaking of Shane Gillis, have you guys been catching up on Zoom SNL? Are they still doing that? Are they trying to
No,
do that
No,
over
I'm
live
not
streams?
watching that shit.
I watched a couple clips the first week that they did it, and I thought this will go on for 2 weeks and then they'll take a break, right? There's no way they're going to continue. I can't believe that like all the late night shows are still on. Honestly, I was convinced it would have been reruns by now.
Yeah, no, they seem to be sticking to that. I mean, I mean, what's the status with the lockdown in LA? I know in New York, we're on phase 2 there. And even when we reach phase 4, they're just not going to open places up anymore. Like
Right.
the movie theater's done.
Well,
Movie
I think
theaters
we
are
went
dead.
back. They opened restaurants and bars, and then they closed them again immediately. But it looks like business as usual when you drive around.
Yeah, but just nobody's making any fucking money. Like, I
Yeah,
mean, and
all the traffic's back.
this is where it sucks because like I think I'm actually in favor of the lockdown, but I still have to fucking pay rent. I can't get my unemployment. I'm not working. I'm like, all right, well, just let me fucking go back to work. I literally don't care if I get it at this point. Yeah, like
Could just be homeless. Could just be poor and homeless and starving. I don't know. That
I
seems
already
like an
di-
option too.
I already did that. I did that for fucking 6 months.
If you do that again, the listeners are going to be like, he already did that season 1.
Yeah,
we
dude.
can't. They're reusing material.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
what-
I mean, what were you saying?
I was just going to say, what do you think is going to be the state of comedy once all of this is done and over with?
I hope over.
Comedy's done, dude. And
I mean, we've been pushed out of it, so I want the whole thing to burn.
I mean, well, the future of comedy is TikTok. That's although now with like TikTok
gonna
moving
get
its
banned.
headquarters out of fucking Hong Kong, Trump might ban it. So who knows what the fuck the future of comedy is?
Well, someone sent one of our buddies in the group chat sent this article today where it's called like the reinvention of Comedy Central, and it's some exec from Comedy Central explaining they're like, we're really going after Gen Z. It doesn't make sense to chase ratings anymore. It's like, what the fuck like what other metric? You're a TV channel.
Well, but
They're like,
unless
well,
you're not.
they're like, well, we're getting a lot of likes on Facebook where it's impossible to monetize because it all goes to Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, but it's very likely that Comedy Central, like in the next 5 years, they might just become an online. They might become like a fucking They might have an Instagram TV or you know what I'm saying, like Snapchat,
Yeah,
Facebook.
They'll just have a. You remember that show like This Week at the Comedy Cellar that they did?
Yeah.
It's going to be that at Lyric Hyperion. So it's not going to be topical at all. It's just going to be different people talking about their day, like the personal events of their day.
That'll be good.
I think we were on a path for, television as it existed before, movies and movie theaters, and also stand-up comedy, slowly getting weeded out and pushed out of existence. And I think this whole COVID thing just expedited all of that, where I would say it's probably a matter of 2 years max that all films are probably just going to go direct to streaming.
Absolutely.
I think the networks are already slowly transitioning into just having apps. Like I know NBC just started up Peacock, which is essentially that. CBS has been on that for a while. You're going to see all these old guard networks start to do that. And I think as far as like stand-up goes, like I don't know, are people really showing up to performances as much as they are downloading podcasts? Probably not.
Yeah, no, well,
I mean-
podcasting I think is definitely the future. I will say, like in New York, and even at the Comedy Store, like I do still think there's a thirst for live comedy, and I think there might even be more of a thirst if it does go away completely. But I don't see how these clubs are going to survive not being open.
Well,
Right.
it's kind of hard to tell because, I mean, New York and LA is so different from like all the other comedy clubs in the country. It's hard to really tell how they're doing.
The DC Improv would be full every time I did the DC Improv, it would be sold out. It'd be full every night.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's easy to forget that people like comedy when like you exclusively do it in bars.
Yeah.
You're looking around at people playing pool, and you're like, "Wow, people hate this."
It's like, no, dude, you're just fucking interrupting their one night out. Like,
Some guy's trying to get pussy, desperately. Like, how many shows do we do where the host goes, "All right, everybody, we're gonna start the show," and you hear,
you just hear fists fucking slamming down.
a guy angrily throws a dart.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so I don't know. I comedy should probably end. I think that, like, I know that Tim Dillon is a big he really says that like podcasts are like the next big thing, but it'll also be like 2 years before that's totally oversaturated. It already is. Like
Yeah.
how do you yeah. how do you
I
distinguish
think
yourself?
podcasts probably peaked in 2015 or 2016. And right now, I really thought COVID was going to even hurt podcasting more, because I feel like I might have seen an article that said that all certain downloads or whatever were taking a hit because people were home. They weren't really listening to podcasts as much. Maybe they were watching more TV or something. TV ratings definitely went up from that. But it seems to have evened out or even went in favor of podcasting as a result over the long term. So I don't know. I do think that generally speaking, podcasting is going to take the place of stand-up, but I don't think stand-up is going to disappear entirely. Just like I don't think movie theaters are going to disappear entirely. You're always going to have like revival theaters, or the Oscars is they'll cling to that 2-week gap for eligibility for certain things. It'll exist in some form.
Will you have revival theaters? Because already it's really hard. Like with Disney acquiring all these fucking Fox properties, a bunch
Right.
of revival theaters can no
Yeah.
longer get the rights to like play The Prince because they're like in the
Yeah.
vault or whatever.
I think I read somewhat recently, because of that acquisition that was made, that De Palma's Phantom of the Paradise may no longer be in print as a result of that. And that's probably just one of hundreds or thousands of movies.
Really?
Yeah, my guess is that they're going to create a subsidiary just for that type of stuff. They'd be foolish not to. But I don't know. Companies and businesses haven't really been thinking all that wisely as of late. So I don't know. It's very difficult to say with any kind of certainty where things are going to go, because then you have things like COVID happen and then it all just blows up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, I can say, like, evidence of what you were saying, our download numbers dropped at the beginning of it because no one was going to work, but they've kind of gone back. So I don't know if that means that people are just driving around, like, going.
Yeah, I think they probably are.
Yeah. I feel like people, I mean, they keep having to close the beaches because people, they want to, like, be shirtless in close proximity to others, like, spit on each other.
Hell yeah, dude.
People love getting COVID.
Yeah.
They want to get it so bad.
I'm pretty sure that we both had it.
I hope so. I mean, I hope that. I hope so, but there's no. I asked my insurance. They were like, I don't know if the antibody test isn't real. They were just like, oh no, we don't have that.
Yeah, it's like unreliable, I think. I think it's not worth getting.
Probably.
I think I got it right at the beginning of it. That's when we started shooting the movie that we're working on. I had a guy come in from Costa Rica, and then we were just
Was that
all
Hans?
sick. Yes, that's Hans. Hans, who you've met before on my show. Hans, who's like 40 years old, looks about 25, even though he's got a receding hairline. He came in, and then we all got sick immediately, deathly ill, and it was atrocious. It was horrifying. And we were
Really?
just going back and forth out into the cold, snowing out, raining out, and we're just filming the entire time. So I don't know. Could have been that. Could have been COVID. Could have been something else. Who's to say? But I don't know. I think it has something to do with. I heard on a live stream recently from Scott Adams, the creator of Dilbert. So this is not reliable. That it infects people who are like vitamin D deficient, which I think makes sense.
Yeah.
But who's to say? I'm not a scientist. He created Dilbert, so.
Dude, I love that you're shooting this movie. It'll be like when people watch Stalker and they're like, yeah, did you know they were all getting radiation poisoning while they were shooting this?
Yeah. There's a great story behind that where just everybody died from Stalker. Everybody died of radiation poisoning, got cancer and died in like 8
Every
years.
single person died.
Is it a good movie?
It's a fucking great movie.
Oh, okay. Well, at least
Yes.
then. Didn't people die for that John Wayne movie where he's like
Yep, the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same
mean,
thing.
that's
Got
a-
radiation.
I would lay down my life for that.
Hell yeah, dude.
For sure.
To do the voice.
Yeah. If you let me do the voice, I will let you have all my organs.
he died doing what he loved, the voice.
It'll be great. We got more filming to do with this. I'm just going to gradually be older and skinnier looking as we film
Yes.
throughout
Yeah.
the year, and I'm not going to catch on to it.
Yeah, how long until you're done? Because I'm also really eager to see this thing.
Hopefully we're done this month. But I mean, it's been a chore trying to get actors, especially in New York, getting actors out to go shoot. You know, people have been taking it very seriously I think depending on the city, people in Boston don't really care, but New York City, good luck. I got a guy who's in Frankenhooker and King in New York who's very ready to go and shoot, and it's just a matter of getting back there and finishing the project, and hopefully we have something out by 2021.
That's awesome. Holy shit, dude. Those are two. That's
Yeah.
that's sick. Who is he in King of New York? I mean, I just watched it the other day.
I think it was a pretty small part. He's the star, Frankenhooker, but in King of New York, he's like he's like David Caruso's body double or something.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
know. No, he's a background cop. Yeah.
Dude, I would love to meet anybody who even had just like a passing story about Abel Ferreira.
Yeah, I mean that's something I kind of had in mind for this project that we've been doing is like I want to take like strands of DNA from other things that I like. So I was harassing Vincent Gallo for a while over email, and that didn't get me anywhere. I did buy a pair of pants off the man, and he lost the pants. He sent them to the wrong buyer, but he sent me a long three paragraph apology, and said he would try to get the pants back. He refunded my money and let me pick out a new pair of pants from his eBay store. So Vincent Gallo has the best.
That sounds like a
customer
W
service
to
around.
me.
Yes, ultimate victory. I got to talk to Vincent Gallo more. I got a free pair of pants.
Hell yes, dude. Holy shit. Is he living in Trump Tower?
He owns an apartment in Trump Tower. He does not live on the East Coast.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Wait,
want
does he
to
live-
dox the man, but
Oh, okay.
he's closer to you guys.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
What's
just
the
kinda-
shittiest apartment in Trump Tower? Could we get like a broom closet?
Dude, I would love to, honestly, just to be close to Barron. Is Barron in Trump Tower?
I don't know.
I would live in Trump Tower just to get a glimpse of Barron Trump.
I would love to like somehow scrape together all we have to build a podcast studio in like the boiler room of Trump Tower.
Absolutely. The mailroom, even.
Yeah. No, that's what we're gonna start in the mailroom. We're gonna work our way up.
Yeah.
We were talking about
It's-
John Wayne, and I saw this story. You know, 'cause, like they're across the country, everyone is trying to like take down Confederate statues and everything, and I support that. But there's an airport named after John Wayne.
Yeah.
And people are trying to rename it because John Wayne was like racist, but it's like we're gonna lose all the pops if we like
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's get people who own slaves. Let's finish that.
Sure.
And then we're skipping to the end.
Right, yeah.
We got a lot in the middle we got to cover.
Well, it's also just like, who gives a like? I'm all for like reforming institutions. Who gives a fuck like what an airport is named? Who cares? It doesn't.
Am I
it doesn't-
imagining this, or did they try to rename the airport? Maybe this is a different airport. Didn't they try to rename it after the Fox drama series, The OC, maybe about 20 years ago?
Did they?
I don't
It
remember that.
might not be John Wayne Airport. It might be some other. But I recall back in like 2003, they tried to rename, I believe, some airport like that, the OC Airport.
The OC airport?
Yeah.
We
I'll have
gotta
to look that
rename the Harvey Weinstein Airport.
Yeah, man. It's fucking. How long do you think before the blackface episodes go back up on streaming services? Because I think they're gonna put them back up in like 6 months, dude.
That's really difficult to say. I don't know. These companies are acting both predictable and unpredictable. So they might not ever return. You might have to go out and buy a DVD box set to get that episode, and then upload a rip of it to the Pirate Bay. I don't think it's out of the question that they're just gone for good.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think that they're gonna back down.
Because I don't think that people actually care. Like I think
They
like when you
don't.
see them fucking tweeting this shit out, you'll see a bunch of people in the replies, like people of all colors being like, "Stop! No, we want you
Yeah.
to be the voice of Cleveland. Stop!"
Yeah, like normally this kind of stuff, it's hard to tell. It's hard to like keep a finger on the pulse because I mean, our circle is gonna have a wildly like
Right? Yeah. True. Very
wildly
true.
like fringe opinion to the public. But I was talking to Bay's roommate who is a nice person.
Yeah.
And he's black, and he was saying like,
Nice. Hell yeah, dude.
roll the tape back. No, he's a normal dude, and he's now you made me feel self-conscious, but it's relevant.
He's a
it's
black guy.
relevant
Yeah,
to his
right.
opinion
It's
that
fine.
he's a black
Right,
guy.
he's a black guy.
And he was saying, he's like, well, most of these episodes they took down, the joke is that blackface is bad.
Right.
So are they like saying that it's good so they can't have that on streaming services?
Sure. Yeah.
Right,
Context
yeah.
Can't have
doesn't
people
matter now.
seeing this message that it's bad.
Yeah.
We gotta hide it so that everybody thinks it's good to do that.
Right. Well, it's clearly like there's no thought put into it whatsoever. It's just them covering their asses. I'm shocked that Tropic Thunder is still up, dude.
I was just going to say that. I mean, that's a difficult one to go after as well, just because of the stars that are involved. And that was a very popular movie when it came out. I don't know. I think removing a full film from, say, like Amazon.com is going to be more difficult than individual episodes on a streaming service. You know,
Right.
That's a different kind of battle. I don't think it's out of the question that that'll happen. I think it's probably only a matter of time. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't surprise me that they haven't successfully taken that one down yet.
Yeah. It's
But-
wild.
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't see Netflix rushing to add it to their library.
True. Very true.
It makes me upset because it shows such like a low opinion of the public. That's like, well, they're not going to know that Gone with the Wind was shot. Like,
Well, dude, that's
in the past. People might watch it and be like, "Did this come out this week?"
Well, that's
This is
exactly
awful.
because like if you're watching at this point, if you're watching Gone with the Wind, you're probably doing it in a somewhat academic capacity, right? Like there's no fucking
Sure.
Zoomer who's sitting down to be like, oh boy, a 3-hour movie from the 30s. I hope there are no surprises, right? Like there's I removing, although they put it back up, I think with a warning, right? Like,
Yep.
yeah. It's
I think
just-
that was a ploy all along, to be honest with you. I think if they really had some kind of moral problem with Gone with the Wind, or they thought it was offensive, they would have just silently pulled it from the streaming service. There's plenty of Warner Brothers movies that could easily go on HBO Max, but they're just not going to upload them and make them available. I think it was entirely strategic to get people who were like, you know, against Gone with the Wind, which,
Right.
you know, that's probably a very micro faction, signing up for that in solidarity, and then, you know, conning the people who are like, yeah, we won, we got the battle, all right, I'll sign up for the service, doing that. And now all of a sudden you made Gone with the Wind relevant for the first time in probably 40 years or something, whenever it got re-released to theaters in the 70s,
Right.
whatever, you know. So very smart strategic move on their behalf. I don't think it was a real controversy to begin with.
No, definitely not.
I mean, none of
Definitely
these
not.
are.
No.
It's
No.
like predicting that people will be offended or not even. It's just like, oh, what? Netflix did it? All right, we should probably do it too.
My favorite Gone with the Wind take that I saw on Twitter, and it was just like libs piling on top of each other, where like they were talking about how I don't even remember Hattie McDaniel's character's name. I don't remember what her name is, but basically the slave character. She won the Oscar for her performance. Everybody was like, that character is disgusting. It's like it's representative of backwards thing during the time. But Hattie McDaniel's is amazing in the role. I'm like. And then it's everybody's like, yeah, we agree. She's totally amazing. Like her, you know, nobody else could have played that part. It's like, okay, well, wait. If the part is racist and written badly, how are you fucking praising her performance? You know what I'm like? You know what I mean? It's the
Sure.
distinction is so performative.
Why don't we make
I-
her Aunt Jemima? How about that?
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm shocked. Fucking Uncle Ben is still around too.
I think that they're doing away with that too.
Nice. Well, you know, I mean, I guess the ideal situation is just like no black faces on any brands ever again.
How about a cool
where
black
we're gonna
guy?
fucking
I,
How about
um,
how about you get LL Cool J to be the new Uncle Ben? I think that's a good solution.
I gotta admit that, like, since I got access to like a private torrent tracker again, I have a folder on my hard drive that's just delisted media.
Yeah, hell yes, dude.
So I have like Song of the South.
You have Song of the South?
I have Song of the South. I have I'm gonna add all the It's Always Sunny episodes.
Right.
I've done a similar thing. I downloaded D.W. Griffith's filmography recently just because of everything that's going on. I have Birth
Oh,
of a
really?
Nation on this
I think I
computer
have
right
Birth
now.
of
Yeah.
a Nation too.
Nice.
Like, I haven't watched it because I don't know.
It's kind of fucking boring.
Yeah, I don't think I would like
Yeah.
it. but
It's good to
there.
have it, just to have it
Yeah.
around, show people, you know.
This is gonna be so hard to explain if someone finds it. They're gonna be like, "Do you like? Why do you have a secret folder of only racist media?"
It's literally
Like-
just it's just a playlist of blackface. Like
Yeah.
you just put it on, it just
I'm like,
goes.
Because I'm not allowed to have it.
Yeah.
I don't like people telling me what to do.
Yeah, dude. Fucking nobody does. I hate to do this. Can we check the time?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
at some point I've got to bounce out of here.
Oh, we're at
okay.
an hour.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you want to just put a bow on this?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have anything you want to plug, LowRes?
Sure. Check out LowResWonderbred.net. That's where everybody can find all of my videos. That's about it, though. I mean, LowResWB on Twitter and Instagram is just LowResWonderbred, and that's got complicated spelling. So anybody who Googles that is probably not going to find anything, unfortunately. So I don't know. A link might be appreciated.
Yeah, we'll throw a link in
another,
there.
You know.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
We're also going to retweet, dude. People, if you guys are listening to this, watch Comfort Systems. Like, go back and watch the first season. There are so many fucking Comfort Systems videos that I will just throw on because they make me laugh so fucking hard, dude. The most intense scene in movie history. I fucking
thank
love
you.
that video so much, dude. It's like a perfect send up of the fucking Softy brothers.
I mean, I shot that video, and the Albanian actor that's in there didn't understand what I was doing at all. He thought it was like a legitimate drama scene, and he drunkenly got a hold of me one day long after and was like, "You will forever be remembered as a horrible director, as a Tommy Wiseau style director. I hate you. I'm never doing any of your projects again." Because he thought this was supposed to be a real dramatic scene. He didn't
Hell
understand.
yes.
So I don't know. I hope he's living healthy and well nowadays.
We'll get him on next week.
Yeah, we'll reach out to him.
Oh boy. Thank you for having me on, guys. That was a pleasure.
Oh, no problem.
Yo, man, thank you for doing
Great
it.
meeting you. I gotta watch You're always telling me how good the stuff is.
Yeah,
I
I'll
just
send
don't-
you some stuff.
I just don't watch anything. So
Yeah.
check it out. All right, see ya.
Thanks, buddy.
Take care, guys. Thank you.
Knock, knock, open up, it's me, the crazy, shady, faded fucker, so rock the G. See a lady, make a baby, lead her on in peace. Only time I give a fuck is for my own release. That's why I own these streets. Straight up, portfolio showing growth, fuck a pay cut. Yeah, you know I stay slut. Catch me in the spot, looping up for the self-suck. Oh fuck, I busted already, I'm coming bucket so heavy. My dream of cream coming steady, now my mouth open, I'm ready. I'm talking solo, heavy petting on a Friday night. Not talking bashing the bishop, more like Nantucket's delight. I'm taking all the time I need to do it just right. Got my candles in the fishnets cause it's on tonight. Oh, that's right, it's time to fillet. No need to debate me, I suck until I go ooh-wee and spray my white pee-pee. I got that ski.